Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have 11 State Series lighters. Now when I say State Series, these are not all each lighter featuring a state. There are, I'd say, about half of them that feature a state in the United States. There are a few that feature national parks, and a couple for Jamaica. And then another one for, well, at least one for, I don't know what, Cape Cod. I don't even know what you would categorize that. Maybe that's a national park itself. Tourist destination, I guess. Anyway, these are automatic petrol lighters, Ronson standard clones. I am guessing out of the 11 lighters that we have here that we may not have two that are branded the same. We do have two that feature the same state, here with Missouri, and then two that feature Jamaica here in the back and here in the front. But I'm going to need you guys to keep count for me, or sort of a record. I'm not saying there's going to be a test or anything like that, but I'm not sure that I can keep up as I go along here. So I need to make sure that we have a honest accounting when we are done of how many brands we have featured here on these 11 different lighters. We just did the video for re-wicking this lighter, and this is a pretty good, it's in pretty good condition and it works very well. You can see that most of the paint is still there. Some of it is missing here. It's very common for paint to be missing from these. But if you're going to sell them, and if they're going to be very desirable to collectors, then obviously the more paint still on them, the better. Obviously, as well, you want them to function. And this one functions great. It's a very good lighter. It is marked Firefly Japan, Firefly lighter YNS, and it is of the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona, and then Indian Rug Weaver. Pretty cool. Now most of these are not in working order. This lighter is, I believe I did a video on this lighter a good while back. Doesn't have fuel in it now. It is for Niagara Falls, Canada, and then has a cowboy with much of the paint missing from there, and then it is a penguin, so it is marked Penguin Superlative Automatic Lighter. I have not had a chance to really, I just cleaned this one up, and it still has a good deal of its paint. It's not perfect, but good enough that somebody will buy this one. Very cool. Has a lot of different things featured on it. See a man on is he riding a horse? I'm not sure what's going on here. Somebody wearing a skirt. Look like maybe trees. Anyway, but the mechanism looks a little weak to me, and the flint tube is obstructed, so we'll see when I get around to that. That one is marked Albert Automatic Super Deluxe Lighter. This Wyoming lighter is marked high quality superlative automatic lighter. So it's missing a letter there. Something got lost in translation from the Japanese to the English. It is of Wyoming. It still has a good deal of its paint too, but the mechanism is not, the spring doesn't respond like it should. So anyway, it would still need work. My main purpose of the video here was to show you that these State Series lighters are something that are out there that can be collected. Sometimes when the paint is missing, it doesn't really hurt the aesthetic appeal of the lighter all that much because of the way that the brass is. I don't know if that's engraved or etched or how the different levels are in there before the paint, but as you will see, I don't think I showed the brand of that one. That is a Empire. I don't remember seeing that one before. Empire automatic super lighter made in Japan. I can't see that part with my eye. But you can see this Colorado. The paint is almost all gone from that side and this side as well. It is marked Continental. These in the back here I really just cleaned up to show you the difference. I don't know that any of them are going to be good enough to give me any real desire to tune up the mechanisms or rewick them or anything like that. This one is for Jamaica. So it's 300. It's a couple of men and a shield. I can't make out exactly what that design is or was. There's too much of the paint gone. So on that one, that really isn't all that attractive with the missing paint. Can't even really make it out. It is marked modern or modern light. Here is the first Missouri lighter, the Ozark State, and has the bluebird strawthorn. I guess that's the plant. This is a Gibson. This is identical in design, it looks to me. Missouri, Ozark State, strawthorn and bluebird. The paint isn't quite as good on this one, on the back side, but a little bit better on this side. And it is a Continental as well. Okay, so we do have two that are the same brand. I believe this was a Continental. CMC. There was a guy named Inge Jakobsen, or still is, he posts on the OTLS site, Facebook group. This one is marked Elite Arizona, and then some sort of cactus and bird. But Mr. Jakobsen was always looking for these kind of lighters, and he called them Omega lighters, and I think also CMC, which is Continental. I think they even made advertising models. That one is not marked with any brand, it doesn't look, just Japan. And there's nothing on the post or on the backside post there. Seven Falls, Colorado Springs, Pikes Peak, Colorado. So that gets us through all of them. By my count, there were 2 Continentals. The rest were all different. So that's 10 different brands making basically the same kind of lighters. And you can see that on the other websites. Toledo Bend, Frank Dutton has several of them listed and pictured there. I don't recall whether the Lighter Library or any of those have the State Series or National Parks, or as Mr. Jacobson, he has his own Facebook group for lighters, I believe, by the way, but it's in a foreign language, so I can't really understand or pronounce it. But I do see posts on my feed there from time to time. But as I said, he called them CMC or Omega lighters. I call them State Series. Very cool lighters, though, that you definitely should consider for your collection. Until next time.